Good morning, all of you. Today in this class, we are going to study or we are going to explain use of words as two different parts of speech. Parts of speech, as we all know, we have 8 parts of speech. So before going to touch the words to be used as 2 or 3 different parts of speech, we will have a very small introduction of different parts of speech. That is 8. We have 8 different parts of speech. And first one is a noun. Noun is name of a person, place, thing, quality. They are mainly called noun. For example, name of a person means anybody's name. For example, that is Rohit, Mohan, etc. Name of a place, the name of a city. For example, Udupi, Kumta, Honavar. Name of a thing. Thing here we can see. For example, books, buses, pen, chair, etc. Quality. When it comes to quality, we cannot see, just we feel. For example, honesty, beauty. They are all come in the category of a noun. And here in noun we have different kinds. For example, common noun. Cat, dog, they are called common noun. Proper noun, name of a particular person. For example, Sunday, Shitsi, etc. Material noun. For example, cement, wood, iron, gold. Collective noun. Collective noun, that is herds of cows or the group, that is mainly called collective noun, crowd. And the next one is abstract noun. Abstract noun we can't see, we cannot see, but we can feel. For example, pleasure, health, movement, flight, honesty, truth. They are mainly called collective noun. And when we, in the noun itself, when we take gender, mainly we have masculine gender, refers to males, boys, men, etc. Feminine gender refers to females. Common gender refers to both males, females. For example, child, baby, cousin, etc. Neuter gender, that is objects which haven't any life. For example, book, table, knife, etc. They all come in category of neuter gender. And in a noun, when we take a number, we have singular noun, plural noun. Whenever we have only one thing, one person, that is called singular noun. Plural, whenever we have more than two persons, more than two things, that is mainly called plural noun. So next one is pronoun. Here pronoun, mainly to avoid the repetition, we do use pronoun. Pronoun, mainly to avoid the repetition, we do use pronoun. For example, it is a word used in place of a noun. As already told, just to avoid the repetition of noun, we do use the pronoun. For example, Rohit is asking Rohit's men to go to Rohit's house. In this small sentence, the name of Rohit, the name Rohit, that is a noun, has been used 3 times. So instead of using or repetition of a noun, better we have to use pronoun instead of a noun. For example, Rohit is asking his men to go to his house. So here his, mainly it is called pronoun. So in the same way we have many pronouns, they, he, she, it. They are mainly come in that pronouns. And even in pronouns we have different kinds. They are personal pronoun, possessive pronouns, and also we have reflexive pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, definite pronouns, distributive pronouns. And next one is adjective. Adjective is a word which adds something to the meaning of a noun or pronoun. And also adjective is a word which qualifies or modifies a noun or pronoun, that is mainly called adjective. For example, good, bad, black, and here that is an honest man. Rakshit is an honest man. She is a beautiful girl. Girl, it is noun, and beautiful, it is mainly called adjective. It is a black cat. Cat, it is noun. So black, it is adjective. Even in adjective we have different kinds. They are proper adjective, descriptive adjective, quantitative adjective, numeral adjective, demonstrative adjective, distributive adjective, interrogative adjective, possessive adjective. And the next one is verb. Verb mainly means action, action of a person, action of a thing, that mainly uh, called verb. Here that is Rahim reads a book. Here reads, it is the action of Rahim. It is reading. So reads here mainly called verb. Action of person, action of thing mainly called verb. And in verbs also we have a few kinds. First one is transitive verb, intransitive verb, auxiliary. So here transitive verb means a verb which takes object with it. Transitive verb, a verb which takes object with it. For example, he gave me a book. Here book, it is object. So gave, it is mainly called transitive verb. And intransitive verb, a verb which doesn't take any object, that is mainly called intransitive verb. For example, that is water, the water boils, the birds fly, the sun sets. So here the water boils, here we haven't any object. The birds fly, we haven't any object, only noun and verb. They are called intransitive verb. And when we take auxiliary verbs, they are mainly helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs mainly helping verbs. For example, sometimes even auxiliary verbs or helping verbs, even sometimes they do work as a main verb. Actually they are helping verbs, but even sometimes they do work as a main verb. Here in when we take be forms, they are mainly in helping verb. We have be forms, that is am, is, are, was, were, be. They all come in the category of be forms. Have forms, have, has, had. Do forms, do, does, did. In the same way we have can, could, shall, should, may, might. They all called auxiliary verbs. And next one is adverb. Okay, now adverb, it adds something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, and it also adverb, it also modifies or qualifies verbs, adjectives. They are mainly called, that is adverbs. Here adjectives means a word which adds something, or a word which qualifies, modifies a noun or pronoun, whereas adverb is a word which adds something to the meaning of a verb, and also it qualifies or modifies a verb or adverb or sometimes adjective. They are mainly called adverbs. For example, I will move slowly. So here slowly, it is called adjective, that is adverb. So slowly mainly tells the action. How is the action? How is the verb? So slowly it is called adverb. And even in adverbs we have different kinds. They are adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of number, adverbs of quantity or degree, adverbs of manner, adverbs of reason, adverbs of relative adverbs, like that. And the next one is preposition. Preposition, as the word itself indicates, preposition. So position or preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun. And preposition, position of the word, it is before noun or pronoun. And also it shows, preposition also shows relation to the rest of the sentence, that is mainly called preposition. For example, with, under, in, they are mainly called prepositions. And even in preposition we have placement of a preposition. And when we take different 1 minute. When we take different kinds, we have simple prepositions, compound preposition, double preposition, participle preposition, like that. And the next one is conjunction. Conjunctions, mainly the connectors. Conjunction is a word that joins two words, phrases, clauses or sentences. So as already told, conjunctions means connectors. So and, but, or, they are mainly called conjunctions. So they do connect two sentences. Conjunctions mainly connect two phrases or clauses or words. They are called conjunctions. And in conjunctions we have also a few types. First one is that is mainly two types: coordinative conjunction, subordinative conjunction. Here coordinative conjunction means it is a word which joins mainly two words, phrases of equal rank or of same status. Coordinative conjunction. For example, noun and noun, main clause and main clause, like that. And one more, we have subordinative conjunction. Here subordinative conjunction mainly joins a subordinate or dependent clause to the principal clause. That is a main clause to be joined or mainly to be connected with subordinate clause. That is mainly subordinative conjunction. And we have one more parts of speech, that is interjection. Here interjection mainly whenever to express some sudden feeling of joy, sorrow, surprise, fear, we do use mainly interjection. For example, ha, I am done, or oh, what a lovely scene, hurrah, we have won the match. And one more very important point, we have to use exclamatory mark after that word. So that is mainly interjection. And this is all about different parts of speech. And in the next class we are going to study our main point of discussion in this syllabus. It is mainly the word to be used as two different parts of speech. For example, pen. So pen, actually the main that is the grammatical condition status of pen, it is a noun. I have a blue pen. At the same time, pen also can be used as a verb. For example, Kuvempu has penned many books. Dara Pendra has penned many books. So penned here means has written. So in the same way, their pen has been used. Pen has been used as a verb. In the same way, pen name. So in that way, a word to be sometimes used as a noun and adjective, and also verb, adverb, that is mainly called use of words as two different parts of speech. So this one to be discussed in the next class. Okay, thank you. Take care.